morning everyone, it's Yvonne here, back to do your bonus read. I'm going to use the Ethereal Visions deck for this reading, just the most stunning deck. And people often ask about it, and I think I introduce it every time at the beginning. So if you're unsure of what deck I'm using, 99% of the time I'll actually tell you before I start the reading, so that I can give credit to the designer. Oh, nice split spirit again. Nice and easy, does it? Beautiful. Two of Pentacles coming out. So the Two of Pentacles is a card of balance. We can see that in the 8, and we can see it in the way she's trying to balance the 2 coins. This is often a decision here between heart and head, or between 2 very, very equal things. We see her focused on one though. So she's already sort of thinking that she's going to go with this decision, but she still wants to make sure that she's made the right one. Behind that I have the 10 of Pentacles. So this has something to do with the person's future. This is something to do with their abundance, bringing in what they want for their life. Now, when we talk abundance, we aren't always talking about money. A lot of the time, abundance can be your own happiness. It can be your joy. It can be your success. It can be family. Whatever your abundance is, it is bringing you more of that. What you know will make you truly happy. Now, the reason she's obviously trying to balance things out is because it means she's got to move away from something in order to find something. So sometimes we have to move away from something that we are focused on because we feel that that is what we need in our life. But actually, sometimes moving away from something can bring what we need in our life. This person is moving away with swords in the boat. And we know the swords represent their ideas, their thoughts, their thinking. This person is moving from rough water into calm water and taking all of their ideas and way of doing things with them, but leaving some behind because they don't necessarily need all of those. The Strength card is here, so there seems to be, and the Queen of Swords is here, there seems to be some strength realized in making some sort of decision to move forward from something that has held you back for a long time. Now, sometimes when we talk about what's holding you back, it can be a focus on something, a way of thinking, a way of being, or it can be a person. But something here is holding you back from having what you want. And there appears to be a decision here on how to move forward and let it go with this Six of Swords. Because there's nobody else in the boat in this deck. In some of the other decks, it has another person in the boat with them. In some decks, it has a person and a child in the boat with that person. In this deck, it's just the person. That's obviously why Spirit has asked me to use this deck for this reading. There is only the person in the boat, nobody else. So you are being asked to consider something here. And I feel like it's something that is holding you back from truly being self-sufficient, from truly understanding that you are your own power. But let's just get into it. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands coming out. Now, the Four of Wands is a card of, it signifies stability, marriage, commitment. This can be with somebody else. It can be with another person. It does represent, for some people, the Twin Flame card. Okay, and I have the Knight of Swords coming in here. He's very determined, this Knight of Swords. He came out in the What's Cracking reading too. And a Knight of Pentacles. You've got someone who's, it's interesting because the Knight of Swords is a very fast mover. He's very agitated. He needs to talk. He needs to open up. He needs to, you know, yell something to the heavens. He needs to speak clarity. He needs to have an understanding. He's ready to speak. And sometimes the Knight of Swords can come across as almost brutal in the way that they deliver. That's just the way they deliver. The Knight of Pentacles is completely the opposite. He's very slow. He's very thought out. He's taking his time. He's making sure he's got all of his ducks in a row before he comes forward. And you have both energies sitting here with this Four of Wands. which is really interesting energy. Okay, and then we have the Justice card. This has strongly to do with some sort of karmic situation. Something is taking place here. Somebody wants to speak. Somebody is desperate to open up and speak their truth. But I feel like it's taking them a long time here to get to a point where they feel comfortable enough to do this. Now, they want to rush in. That's very, very clear. They want to rush in and offer some sort of stability here to you. Possibly a relationship, possibly some sort of truth that will help you move forward. Whatever it is, this person is wanting to rush in. But for some unknown reason, due to karma, background situations, and other things that are going on here, this person is taking their time. And they may have been very slow even up till this point. So for most of you, this is a situation that has gone on for a long time. This person has some sort of karma they need to deal with before they can come forward. Something in their own life, something in their past that needs clearing completely before they can. So they're hanging to speak. They're ready to speak, but they cannot move forward at this time. Something's holding them back here. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups coming through. Seven of Swords coming through. Okay, now I'm getting this. Okay, and the Queen of Pentacles. So some of you could be an earth sign or dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This person wants to offer a cup. They want to offer love here. When I say that you haven't seen or heard from this person for a long time, you've probably had no contact with them for quite a while. If you've had any contact at all, it's barely been contact. This person is holding everything back here. They were unable to explain, speak about, open up to something here, and they've held on to it, which is coming across in the cards as them being deceitful, which I guess they are if they're not telling you the truth. The thing is with this truth here, I feel that they've had to hold it back due to somebody else they've had in their life. And that's been, whatever they've had in their life has been difficult. It could be a wife, but it also could be a mother figure. And in order to speak this truth, they have to clear the path. They can't do that while they have other things in their life they need to sort out. Now, this isn't just a practical thing. This is it is a 3D thing, obviously. This person has other things holding them back from speaking their truth. They can't accept the cup while they are trying to work out things in their own life. But it's not so much about that. There's a very strong feeling here that there is something in this truth that's going to help release. That's why the Karma card's here. This person is opening their soul. And I don't think that at this stage, whoever this is, whether this is you or whether it's the person you're dealing with, I don't think that anyone realizes at this point the depth of this event. This person is opening the door to the 5D. So they're trying to understand the greater purpose of their truth. And I feel that that is what this is about. And I feel very strongly that it's connected to the What's Cracking reading this morning. In that the truth is the most important thing here. It's not that they don't love you. It's not that they aren't offering something to you. It's in the event here. This is why it has to be so well planned. Because this person has to be ready, and so do you. So that means that you would have had to have been doing your work on yourself too. There's a lot of healing in this event, but it needed to be healed before the event comes to pass. This is why it's taken a long time. So if you're not doing your self-work and wondering why somebody is not coming into you, whether you know this person or whether you don't know this person, is irrelevant here. If you haven't been doing your self-work, then it's going to take longer for somebody to try and reach you here. Because they need for you to be at the same place they are. That's why they're taking their time. Could be you doing this as well. Ace of Pentacles coming through with the card of the World again. So we definitely have a big closure here. There's a cycle about to close out. And we have the Sun. Beautiful. Major Arcanas everywhere again. This is, whatever this event is going to bring a lot of joy and happiness. No denying that whatsoever. Does it mean you will move forward with this person? I can't tell you. The event has to unfold the way it has to unfold. Because it's about the event, not the relationship. And it's exactly the same as what's cracking. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles. Somebody here is trying to find balance. They're trying to get to their abundance here. This person is totally moving away from something to come towards you here. They have got the strength and they have the power now with this Queen of Swords to move towards you. However, they are not ready because they have not been able to work through the stuff they have to work through in the 3D. In the 5D, their soul knows what they want. Their heart knows what they want. But they still having difficulty. I'm watching this. I've just thrown cards all over the floor. I'm watching these knights here. It'll be interesting to see what that's thrown out. So I might have a look at that. If you have a look at these two knights, this is a fast-moving knight. You can see how impatient and how he wants to speak this truth here. His sword's held high and this look of determination on his face. This is how this person feels. They want to express something. They're coming in with such passion. Even his horse is head down, ready to sort of come forward. But look at the Knight of Pentacles here. So he's looking at this Knight of Swords and he's wanting that so desperately bad. But he knows he has to take his time. He has to map out this journey. He can't do it in a hurry. So that's what you've got here. So if you're wondering what's been going on with someone that you're dealing with, that's what it's all about. So I do have the Six of Cups coming with the Eight of Wands and the King of Swords. This is what you're waiting on. You're waiting for this knight to become a king. And once he becomes the king, then he can move forward. The Eight of Wands tells me that it is not far away. It's pretty close. This person has a message to deliver. They're a soulmate. They're someone who has a very, very close connection to you. Could be someone from your past, could be someone that you knew as a child, but ultimately this person has something they need to deliver to you. They're coming in with some sort of message, and I feel like there is a lot of childhood healing in this situation. So if you've been doing your healing and understanding yourself, then this event will take place when it needs to. But if you've not been doing this work, then it will slow down the process. So this is about healing your inner child. Healing the person that you left behind here. All right. Those cards jumped out, by the way, too. And that card wants to come out. And it is the card of many paths, which is card 34. Your call now is to take a big, bold step and leave the beaten path. Heaven and earth are conspiring on your behalf to support you in this move. Do not dally, lest you miss the moment. It's time to sail into the uncharted. Be sure you attend to both your path through this earth as well as your journey through the stars. And that is really important. Be sure you attend to both your path on this earth. That is about your healing as well as your journey through the stars. That is the 3D and the 5D. So it's not moving beyond the 3D until your healing's done or until you're ready or ascended or awakened or whatever it means for you. Have a wonderful day.